Where are Athena and Mateo Lee? They are the two Sacramento children who investigators believe were taken by their father, Cameron Lee, the prime suspect in their mother's murder.
Now, you might remember we first started covering this story back in July 2024 when the mother, Angelica Bravo, was found dead at a home on Didcot Circle.
Well, Lee and the children, they have not been seen or heard from since, and today we're hearing from the FBI for the first time. Your reporter covering Sacramento County, Tori Apodaca, have been following the story since the start. Joins us live from the Sacramento Police Department with the latest push to find the children. Hard to believe it's been this long now, Tori.
It really has, and just immeasurable amount of pain for that family. But we're talking about two different investigations here. A manhunt for the missing children's father, who is believed to have killed their mother, and then trying to locate those two children and bring them back safely.
It's been really hard. You know, there's not a day that goes by that we don't think about them and what they might be doing.
Dawn Bodea knows she can't bring her daughter Angelica Bravo home, but her hope is alive for the safe return of her grandbabies.
Just being able to watch them grow up and knowing how much we're missing out on has been really hard.
Athena, now 5, and Mateo, about to turn 4. Bodea says she sees Angelica in both of them.
She was her mini-me, you know, so much like her.
Outgoing and bold, and her brother Mateo, athletic and sweet.
You know, it was always used to surprise me at how high he would climb on the jungle gyms at the playground, or he had no fear.
Investigators believe the children's biological father, Cameron Lee, took off with them on July 8th, 2024. His car seen crossing into Mexico the same day the children's mother was found dead in her North Sacramento home, with tips early on showing they may have been dropped off somewhere in Southern California. A year and a half later, and those children could now be anywhere.
How confident are you that these children are still alive?
We believe every day until we know otherwise.
The FBI is working with local and global law enforcement agencies, offering a $25,000 reward for any information that leads them to the children, plus providing more detailed photos of the primary suspect, Cameron Lee.
It feels like a failure to us every day that goes by.
Now, let's back up a tad bit. Those definitely look like prison photos, so he has a criminal history.
Of the primary suspect, Cameron Lee.
It feels like a failure to us every day that goes by that we haven't been able to reunite them.
Do you feel like there were any mistakes made within the first 24 hours of all of this that has made it a bigger challenge in locating these children?
Just because I believe that Cameron may have done it, I have to, the law enforcement has to act within the confines of the law.
The Sacramento Police Department spokesperson says because Cameron is the children's father, they couldn't instantly call it a kidnapping. The other challenge was waiting on the coroner's determination for Angelica's cause of death. That took months before they could call it a homicide.
I want Mateo and Athena back. That's what we need right now.
We first sat down with the family days after they went missing. Their faith in God still carrying them through today.
I do have a lot of hope.
Hope there will someday be a reunion with Athena and Mateo.
My face is not out there, but there's so many people, our whole family, that misses them so much.
It's just such a heavy heart for that grandmother and that entire family. Investigators here really saying the priority is finding and returning those children. So if you know where they are, speak out. We'll have all the details on our website.
This is a crazy situation. Now, I would like to believe that he didn't kill his children. He just ran away. But like they said, they only know it's a homicide. I guess they still have to, they can't say 100% that he's the one who killed her. Which a lot of evidence points otherwise just because he ran. But he is still innocent until proven guilty. But the children are missing and they have no idea where they are. Let's go over into this next video and see if they tell us any more details.
Keep your eyes open and help us find our grandchildren.
A plea for help as a Sacramento family continues to search for their missing loved ones with no new information and no closure.
Things are it's a lot quieter now, and I just miss them a lot. Yeah, our life is not as full as it was. You know, it just seems more empty without them.
5-year-old Athena and 3-year-old Mateo Lee were last seen a year and a half ago, shortly before their mother, 28-year-old Angelica Bravo, was found dead inside a North Sacramento home, leaving investigators with a complex and ongoing case.
What was complex about this case was we were waiting on a cause and manner of death for Angelica Bravo. So when Cameron was missing, the kids were missing, we didn't have a murder warrant for Cameron at that time. What was difficult was he's also the custodial parent for the kids, so we didn't have a kidnapping case at that point.
Investigators believe Athena and Mateo are with their father, Cameron Lee, who police say is a suspect in Angelica's killing. With the children's whereabouts still unknown, the FBI remains involved.
We don't know where the children are, so our reach is global, and certainly we want to bring them back wherever they may be.
And as time passes without any new details,
we think about them every day. We pray for them every day.
Just 2 days away from Mateo's 4th birthday, the family says they're holding on to memories.
We used to call Athena Theme Bean. That was her nickname. And Mateo, he had a couple, but Tato was one of them.
And while there are still no answers, the family is doing everything they can, staying active on social media, hoping someone somewhere may recognize the children and speak up.
I just really hope that if anybody does see, even if they think they're like, oh, that looks like that could be them, you know, just report it.
Marisela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.
It's a tragic situation no matter how you look at it. Will they find them? That is the question. That is the question. But it's been a year and a half. A year and a half since he's suspected of killing his wife and taking the children. They're living out somewhere in Mexico right now. I wonder if the kids know what he did or what he's suspected of doing. Maybe they have some idea. I don't know. But that's a crazy conversation. Let's go over to the AI breakdown to see if we can learn anything else or we missed anything. Let's go over into it. So as we know, the siblings are named Athena and Mateo. I might be saying his name wrong. I'm sorry. Have been missing since July 2024. The mother, Angelica, was found dead inside of her North Sacramento home on July 8th, 2024. The children's biological father, Cameron, also known as, I'm not even going to try to say that name, is wanted for murder. Investigations believe that the father fled with the children on the same day she was found dead. His vehicle, a gray 2023 Honda Pilot/Passport, was tracked crossing into the Mexico that evening and was later found abandoned. So a homicide arrest warrant was issued for him in April 2025. The FBI Sacramento field office is working with the local police and has offered a reward totaling $50,000, $25,000 for information leading to a safe return of the children, $25,000 information leading to an arrest and a conviction. So as of late 2026, January 2026, the family and authorities have renewed their public plea for information. So that is what that's what we just saw. So the descriptions, we got she's now 5 years old, described as outgoing and a mini-me of her mother. The little boy turning 4 January 31st, described as a sweet and athletic. The father, 40-year-old, 5'9", black hair, brown eyes. He has several tattoos, including the word timeless on his neck and a crucifix made of skulls. Yes. Let's see, because did the father do time? That is the question. In prison, because those look like prison photos. Yes, so he has an extensive criminal history that includes at least one significant prison term, according to the opposition letter. So he has a 2020 conviction. He was convicted of a felony for being a felon in possession of a firearm and was sentenced to 4 years in prison. At the time he was allegedly fled with the children in 2024, he was on post-release. He has a history including multiple grants of probation and parole, and the DA noted that Lee has repeatedly offended while under supervision. He was arrested in 2019 for carrying a concealed weapon and drugs. though the case was eventually dropped due to illegal search. He was also arrested in 2021 on a similar gun and drug charges. So he just loves to do that. That's just his normal thing. Like they said, he remains at large and is currently wanted for homicide charges for the death of his wife or mother of his. Is they white married? The mother of his children. It's a crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on that whole situation. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. The world is a crazy place. I've said this several times. You have to choose the parents of your children wisely, because you are stuck with them for the rest of your life, especially if you want the kid to grow up productive. At least that's my thinking. You might think differently, but at the end of the day, choose the partners wisely. It's a crazy situation, y'all. Like I said, let me know your thoughts.